Me and him. Come here, you. Come here. What's this? Look. Who's down here? What's this? It's Wonder Dog. Went out yesterday, didn't we? Come up and see. Come up and see. Come on in. No? Okay, well yesterday we went out and me and my daughter, and I had some Christmas money. I suppose you want to get up now, don't you? Yes. We had some Christmas money to spend, and I went out to Axminster Tools, which is near me, and had a look at the Veritas stand, and there's some lovely planes there. A bit pricey. Had a look at the scrub plane, had a look at the shooting plane, both of which I've got pretty good examples of. So they, although they're attractive planes, they're the ones that caught my eye. It would have been a bit redundant for me to get them, but I had a look at the little bits and bobs that you can get for the bench. Now I've got an old French Roubaud bench. God knows how old it is. It's Cormier, weighs a ton, and as such I've been using up until now bits and pieces like these dogs, which go into the same 3/4 inch hole made of English oak, which are exactly the same as the prairie dog, which is a bit of a sophisticated, innovative, if you like, modern version. This one, dog, yes. You want to see? Prairie dog. Yes. Not a wonder dog. That's a wonder dog. This is that's a one. That's a prairie dog. See, look, come here, look. It comes up. Watch, ready? Yeah. You see? Here goes. Pretty cool, eh? Yeah. Right. And what it is one of these. Right? Now, you see this is a brass rod here, and it's got a spring underneath, which you can adjust to the size of your bench. Yeah, under here, this bit. So if you've got a 2-inch bench, which is what it's designed for, it comes as normal, or you can screw it out so that when you push the spring, it pops up, and that part is the same as the ridge on there. So when you push it down, it locks under the bench, which is pretty cool. Same as that, only you don't lose it. I'm quite impressed with that. It comes with all sorts of bits and bobs. There's a locking nut. Where? Oh, here it is. Some places. You get 2 of them in the pack for I don't know, 20 quid or something. So it's, you just couldn't make them for that. You get a locking nut there which you put on and lock that extension into place to suit the size of bench thickness that you've got. So that's pretty impressive. Like that a lot. Similarly, comes with it, they sell as well, is a cam version, which is locks into place and will lock a piece of wood very, very flat, very low profile on the bench. That's a bench blade. Now that comes out through the 3/4 inch hole, it's locks in place, pull the cam and you've locked it tight. The benefit of this is, of course, you can get very thin wood and put it right up against it without interfering with the planing. Now, as you can see, I've put this, I can actually move the bench, but I can't move this piece of wood. I've put this piece of wood in with that, and the third item, which is the Wonder Dog. Alfie, come here. Come and see now. You want to see? He's got a strop because he's the Wonder Dog, you see. But the Wonder Dog is the same, I would say, or similar to a bench hook, except that it goes in and at the end, and you tighten it up. So therefore you've got a similar thing, but it's adjustable to act almost like an end vise on the actual bench itself. The only downside I think I find with this one is that I use quite thin stock, and it is quite a large block. And one thing to be very careful about is that the boss here sticks out above the block. So when you're doing it, your limit is the boss, not the block. I didn't notice that. I nearly had an accident. Anyway, that's in place. That's fairly solid. So, oh, this is the Stanley 30 that I put some Alfie shine on. Nothing else. Tickled the iron a bit. It's a lovely old Stanley iron in here. Apparently just the turn of the century. And this is all tuned up. I've actually skewed this off a little bit to show you jointing. And as you can see, I don't need any vice. I can just use this up on its end. Obviously there is a limit. And it's fairly accurate. It's right at the height that you want. And it's as stable, solid as a rock. This is the old piece of pallet wood that I started out with the other day. And as you can see, that'll be enough. It's excellent for longboard jointing. You can put it down the whole length of the bench with one or other of these dogs at the end, and extremely useful, versatile tool. And this is a very, very old Stanley Spears smoother, one of the oldest. I did actually see the improved version on Jim Bode's website the other day of it's a very similar vintage with the dome top, and you can always tell the very early ones. They've got this almost mushroom shape on the top, but just finishing that one off, as you can see. And also, if we wanted to say put a bevel on it, recently we talked about tuning up a Stanley, English Stanley, this one, 60.5 block plane. Now you can pick these up for probably 20 quid in the UK, so probably about the same in dollars in America, and various different models. There's a 90 something or other, and the 110, 210, 220 rather. But this one we did the other day, tuned it up with a Ron Hock iron and sorted out the machining, flattened the sole completely on a diamond plate, and as you can see, this is now a block plane to be reckoned with, up there with probably some of the very best tools you can buy today. So for very little outlay you can get yourself a really stonking block plane. Well, we're not here to talk about that. So those are the three items there that we got yesterday. I'm sure there are bloody many of them, but I think there's a little Wonder Pup as well, which is a smaller version of this. But we've got the Wonder Dog, and we've got the Bench Blade, and we've got the Prairie Dog. All of them brilliant. What do you think, Alfie? You going to say goodbye? Is the camera ready to go? Are we ready to go in? You're not happy about this? Come on, see where we're ready to go. Say goodbye. Okay. Yeah, Wonder Dog. You get the box. Yes, you get the box as your toy. You get the box as your toy later on. Say goodbye to everybody. Come on, up here. Up here. And say goodbye. See you later.